Hello Crochet Queens! What I'm going to quickly show you today is how to do a magic ring. Now these are most commonly used if you are making something in the round for amigurumi, for example. It's a nice little way to have that sort of starting ring with that little hole in it, like when you do, say, for a starting chain 4 or 3 and you put it into a ring, it basically eliminates the little hole in the middle. So what we'll first do is, I've got some cotton yarn here. You get the end of it and you loop it over your finger. Give yourself enough at the end that you can sew in and hide that end later. The next thing we do is we get our hook and we slip it through, and we actually pick up that yarn, the long working end of the yarn, or the long working part of the yarn, and we simply just do a chain 1, and that secures the yarn onto the hook, and now we've got the beginning of this ring. Now I'm going to do 6 single crochets into this ring, which is probably one of the more common amounts of single crochets that would use. And I should sort of also specify I'm using American crochet terms, which obviously makes me a traitor to my own country in the Commonwealth, but you know, oh well, too bad. So first I'll do a hook into the ring and I'll yarn over, pull it through, and then yarn over and pull through. So that's the first single crochet done right there. Ta-da! Now I'll do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, whoopsie, 5, and 6. So now we've got 6 single crochet in this big loopy thing. I'm just going to pull this little tag out, and this is the magic part where we pull the end part and tighten it up like this. Now we've got a funny little horseshoe thing happening here. We're not going to pull it too tightly at this point in time, just enough to kind of form our loose ring. Now, probably a lot of the time, if you are working in using amigurumi or anything that works in the round, with amigurumi you usually start crocheting single crochet straight into the first single crochet there, or you might slip stitch. I'm going to do a single crochet into that very first beginning single crochet. You ignore that initial chain 1 that you did. In we go. And I'm going to, so like that. Now we have a little hole. We don't want that hole. That hole sucks. We want to eliminate it. What you will do is you may actually choose to continue. Usually it's easier to choose to continue working in this first round. I'm just going to pop 2 single crochets in each of the single crochets of the previous row, as if I'm going to make a nice flat little circle. Now, due to the magic of video and stopping and starting and pausing, I decided that you didn't have to sit here and watch me go through all of them. Now I'm up to the 10th stitch, 9, hang on, 10, and now in the 11 and 12. Okay, so I've done 2 single crochets in each, flip it over, see that first little end tail? You can actually just pull this, I'll take up my hook, pull on it, there we go, and look, it's closed, well, almost closed. You can close that super tight, there you go, no hole. That's super exciting. Now if you continue working and you find this starts to open up again, that's okay. You can just do the same thing, pull it tight, and then when you finish your work, sew this little end in, and there you go, magic ring. I was scared of them. You don't need to be. I'm not anymore. I love them to death.